Spirit, I just thank you so much for the messages that you've already given me. And thank you for the messages that are going to come to the collective, for the collective. I ask that they be transformative to enlighten. I ask that you strengthen. I ask that you give to many what it is they need right now. I hope that and pray that everybody who turns on this video receives something on today or whenever it is that they click on it. Thank you in advance, I say. Okay, you guys, so during my meditations, as I asked Spirit to tell me what's currently going on with the collective and how everybody is feeling. Today is Sunday. I believe today is the 12th, I want to say. Welcome to all of you guys, my new subscribers. After the reading, I'm going to get into the giveaway, and then we'll touch some other things, okay, later. But right now, I want to speak life into you all, okay? So I asked Spirit before I meditated to give me what it currently wanted me to speak about. And obviously we're still in that time. We're still in a time where many are not certain. They're not sure about what's going to happen, about what's coming. And Spirit showed me a lot of things that I know all of you guys have experienced. So I'm going to start out with what I had in my meditations, in my visions, and then we're going to get into the cards. So the title of this video is What's Currently Plaguing You, is what Spirit gave me. Some of you all are feeling very boxed in. I literally could, it's like I visualized a ice house, and I felt like the ice was covering the home. And I feel like I saw, it was representative of multiple people feeling like this, almost like caged in. Some of you feel like you're imprisoned almost. And I also see some of you like literally climbing the walls. This is like, these are things that we know, but then there are people who feel the opposite. Some of you have so much faith. I literally can see you walking on water here. Okay. And some of you guys feel like you're underwater. And then I see some of you guys in the bed with the covers over your head. But Spirit wants to let you know that the sun is going to shine so brightly that it's going to make you pull those covers down from over your head here shortly. And this is funny because we know this is true, but it's like all the things are really common sense, but it showed me exactly these things, and it's just funny. But I saw somebody, whoever this is, I saw you in the refrigerator eating ice cream. Spirit is saying, stay out of the refrigerator. A lot of you guys are making a lot of trips to that refrigerator. You guys are really eating everything in sight right now. You know, be careful with the overindulging here, because foods they mess with our vibration. So you want to make sure, I know that a lot of people are stressing, they're worried. And when we do that, our bodies naturally start to reach for carbs and things, because you don't know it, but well, for those of you, some people don't know it. You kind of go into survival mode, and those carbs kind of like literally, they create that environment of safety, so to speak. You know, it's almost like a safety net. You know, you're anxious. You really need to be reaching for something else to distract your mind. You know what I mean? Because it's an action. Take action. Do something active to get your mind off things. You know, don't go to the refrigerator, because some of you guys who have put your, summer bodies on hold are going to have to be, working through 2021 if you ain't careful. Me included. I'm speaking to me on that, y'all. Okay. Spirit is also saying, is seeing some of you guys laying on the floor, and you have cried so many tears during this time that you literally are fertilizing the ground for growth to come. Your tears are not for naught. Okay. Your tears are not for naught. Trust me when I say that Spirit is going to make, it's literally, I saw flowers blooming from the pain that's in that ground and that's in that soil, because as I always tell people, there is purpose in pain. It's not for naught. Okay. So like I said, a lot of these things you guys already know, the people who I see feeling entrapped, I literally see the world on fire. That's how you're looking at the world right now. It's like everything is so chaotic, and you feel like this is not the apocalypse. And I said that in my last video, but hope is not lost, you guys. We literally just have to, they're telling us they want us to stay home, So let me get into the cards here to get some further messages, but that's what the Spirit gave to me in my my visions. So let's just see what Spirit is saying as far as guidance and what's coming up, for you all in the weeks ahead. Now, this video, Spirit is saying, will be timeless. So even if this is over, this will still apply to somebody's life. Okay? Multiple people. All right? And I got a new deck, you guys, because I have totally ran through my other steampunk. That thing is worn out. So we blessed these, and we're going to start using a new deck. Thank you in advance for the message of Spirit. What are you saying? Okay. Yes, this is confirmation. Now, I'm going to give it to y'all like it's given to me, and I'm going to tell you the truth, and it may ruffle some feathers, but I'm going to give it to y'all straight now. Like I always do. What's the thing going on here? A lot of brown. Okay, Spirit said that's it for now. Okay. All right, this is just confirms. Because of this, everybody being shut in, Spirit is telling me that there have been some fights in the home. Amongst the pair of you, amongst who, people watching this video. This is for some, not all. There have been fights in the home due to having to stay so secluded, due to having to be so close with each other, and you're not that often together. People have become so much more introverted, more than they know, even extroverts. And if you don't know this, there are some people who are a combination like myself. I'm an ambivert. So that means that I can, be the life of the party, or I can stay to myself. You know what I mean? But because there are a lot of introverts having to be around a whole bunch of people that are used to being lively and be out there, it's causing some issues in the household. So be mindful of this and understand that this won't last very long, okay? This is going to come up and you'll be able to have your space and you'll be able to breathe. But all of this pollution is causing this chaos and this angst, this worry. It's causing, people to be impatient in the household, okay? Some of you guys are blinded by this situation. You're blinded by what's currently going on in our world, and you think that all is lost. You feel like your hands are tied. For those of you guys who have lost your jobs, for those of you guys who don't know where your next meal is coming from, for those of you guys in this position with the Eight of Swords, you feel trapped. But I want to remind you of something. Spirit said, if I will provide for the fowls of the earth, what makes you think I won't provide for you? You are not tied up like this. Take this. You can take off this binding anytime you want to. But I understand you're feeling like this. I understand, because you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know. And this is where somebody might get mad at me, but it speaks a lot to your faith. If you are a woman or a man of faith, you're not shaken at this time. And if you are, you need to remind yourself of who it is that has the first and the last say over your life. You need to look to Spirit. You listen to your highest of your high. You need to call on your angels. You need to realize you have a host of angels at your disposal at any time. So this lack of faith is what's making you feel this way. And I understand that it's easier said than done when you've just been laid off a job and you don't know where your next meal is coming from. But I guarantee you, if you put your faith in God, I guarantee you, if you put your faith in Spirit, it has got you. But first, you have to believe. So as a man thinketh, so is he. It's easy to believe the latter because we're programmed in this world to believe negativity. It's easier for us to speak death than life. But I want you to get to a place where you're easier to speak the latter. And that comes with what? Practice. You have to practice this. You have to practice speaking life. Even if you are crying yourself to sleep. And even if I don't believe in the word fake it until you make it. I believe in face it till you make it. You face it until you make it. Even if you got to fall in your faith, you get back up, because the more you push towards it, the more you believe. That the faith the size of a mustard seed gets you through. You know what I mean? And trust me, this is not coming from a person that ain't been through a particular kind of hell, because I have. I have. So I can't tell you guys something that I haven't been through. And this is what Spirit is giving me for you guys. You have to have faith. You have to call on us, because we will do and we will move quickly now. Quickly is what they're saying. Quickly. Some of you guys, though, are remaining optimistic. Those people of faith, you're like, you know what? This is going to pass. Yeah, it looks dark, but I'm still standing firm here. I'm still happy. I got my dog. It's just me and my dog. Some of y'all got some pets. Some of y'all got me and my dog. Yeah, the world might look like it's on fire in the background here, but I'm not worried about that. Like, I'm fine. I'm good. I have faith. The fool has faith. The fool remains optimistic. And it's not, I'm not calling out fool. This is just a card now. You know, in the traditional sense, it's called the fool. But this guy is like, you know what? I'm going to take this time to do some introspection. I'm going to take this time. Spirit is having me concentrate on this. I take some time to clean my house. Some of y'all have been needing to do some spring cleaning during this time. You know what I mean? Like, you need to, even some of y'all have been missing out on the opportunity to spend time with the people that you've been doing the most for and going hard for in the paint. You know what I mean? You provide all day long. You work 12 to 16-hour shifts and you come home and you do it all again the next day. For what? Take this, look at this as a break. And some of you guys who are working that are needed, like, for example, hairstylists, y'all ain't gonna be for lack of work. Y'all gonna be needed. You know, people that do nails and all that stuff like that, y'all might be feeling like y'all missing out. But when y'all get, I'm telling y'all, better take this as a period of rest, because when you get back, you're gonna be so busy, you ain't gonna know what to do with yourself. You're gonna be like, I need a break from the break and from this. Like, it's like, I need another break. I'm telling you. And when I say break, I mean, it's like breaking of people breaking down. Like, you guys are going to be packed. And some people are going to be getting mad because they're going to be able to get to y'all because y'all going to be booked for months. You hear me? All right. Some of you guys are not realizing with this 7 of Cups, you feel like all is lost. You feel like there's so many things out here, but it's nothing good. That so much so that your heart is even out there on the line. I'm feeling like, have there been breakups? Has somebody has a broken heart here? I'm feeling like, but I'm feeling like a lot of you guys are missing the gems that are at the very top here. You're so busy looking at the plague. You're so busy looking at what you feel like has been lost that you're forgetting the blessing. Spirit is saying. Spirit will armor you up, and Spirit has armored a lot of you guys up, because you guys who watch my videos, and I've said this time and again, and I will continue to say it, you guys are women and men of vision. You guys are women and men of vision. And prophetess, you know, that's prophetess. That's same thing. Psychics are prophets and prophetess. Hello. Spirit is saying, get out there and go to work. For those of you guys who are being woken up, because this mass awakening that's happening for the first time in 100 years, these wheels aren't turning because you guys are trying to figure out who you are. People of vision come together. If you feel like you're starting to wake up, if you feel like you're starting to dream dreams and see visions and you need direction on that, that's what I'm here for. Or if you know somebody who is woke that you can talk to, that's what they're there for. We are few, far, and in between, and this world needs this right now. And Spirit is literally it's awakening. It's a kind of like, it's almost like there's a different awakening, because it's a collective that is for this time. There are people who are stepping down right now. They're hanging up their cards in this community, because the Spirit is bringing in a whole slew of new people for this particular time. It's going to be a different era, because I even said, I don't want this channel to be like any other channel on YouTube. I want it to be separate in that, you know, it's different. First of all, I'm me. I'm the only me that there is, but I wanted to reach you guys differently. I don't want it to be no just business as usual. You know what I mean? That's not the day and age we living in. It's different. With these 3 of Swords here, some of you guys are having a third party situation, but you're offering women, there are some women and men, you guys are offering your love to somebody who is selfish, who is clueless to it. And this other guy over here, and that also could be a woman, is actually fighting for your love. They're willing to fight against the person that you want to get your love. And that's usually how I go. It's like the person who you want don't want you, and the person that wants you, you don't want them. It's a vicious cycle, but that's how it goes. Some of y'all are dealing with that right now. You need to make a choice. And let me help you understand something, because I'm gonna talk about that in the video that I either post before this or after. If a person is not bringing you down the moon and the stars, that's not a person you should be chasing. That's not a person that you should be wanting. We tend to want what we can't have, because as human beings, we don't like rejection. But Spirit is saying here, you need to make your offering to somebody who is worth your salt. You got to understand how powerful and amazing that you are first. You don't need 50% of somebody else. You need 100%. If you ain't bringing what I'm bringing to the table, I don't need you, sir or ma'am. I don't care. I don't care how good you look aesthetically. Ignorance is not bliss, because it's going to take a lot more to keep you around than a pretty, well-dressed guy. I'd rather have this guy back here that's willing to fight for me, that may not be, you know, all that in the bag of chips, so to speak, but we honor each other, because those looks will fade. You understand me? And it's like, I'm not saying you can have somebody that's good looking. I'm saying make sure that they soul match their body. You understand? And yeah, that's hard to find. But you know what? You can have whatever it is you want. So for those of you guys who are in a single status, or even if you're in a relationship currently, make sure that your mate is matching the desires of your heart and your soul. And if they are not, I want you to start doing your meditations and making sure you're calling forth what it is you're wanting. Believe me, you can manifest anything. You are powerful. I say. Spirit, every time I see this card, Spirit is giving me, I feel like with this, in this instance, because a lot of you guys, we can't leave home, you know, or not leaving the home rather, not that you can't. You guys are communicating via FaceTime, via Messenger, via any kind of way that you can, like socially, because you're having to be on your lonesome. So you're doing a lot of watching from the sidelines. You don't have a choice right now. So that's what this card is saying right here. And some of you guys are just straight up being watched, whether you know it or not. So look, at some of y'all, this is a funny thing I said in my the last video before, that I'm happy that some of y'all ain't sitting at home drinking, but some of y'all feel like, hey, what else I'm gonna do? So some of y'all getting dolled up, like y'all trying new things, and you can't go get your hair done. So you wearing your caps, you know, or you're trying to do your own hair and ain't turning out too well. For those of you guys who used to getting your hair done every 2 weeks, you're like, you know what? Let's cheers to myself here. You know what I mean? You trying to make yourself feel good. So that's good. And I encourage anybody who's not doing that to do this. You know what I mean? But don't overindulge. Don't overindulge in anything. So be careful with the liquor, with the wine. This woman is drinking wine. I'm feeling like whoever this is, that's you might even be drinking wine while you looking at me, while you're looking at this video right now, or listening to it. Some of you guys, and I like this, the Spirit is saying, because there's two. I feel like two realms of people for this video. There are those who are feeling weak. There's those that don't know, that are needing to do some work, that are needing to have faith. And then there are those that are standing like this woman in the Seven of Wands in her power. She realizes, though she stands alone, though this pollution is below her, it will not come above her, because she's in charge. She's so solid. She like ice. And that's what I saw that house made of, ice. There are some of you guys that are standing in front of the ice and blocking it out. And there are some of you guys who are feeling entrapped by it. Make sense? The Magician. Some of you guys need to realize just how powerful you are. I'm always going to say it this way, because it's all I get with this card. Okay, fire. For those of you guys living in those houses of ice, Spirit is saying, grab those torches and burn it down. Don't burn it down your house now. No, then, hey, don't come back to me and say, the Queen said burn down my house. No, I did not. What Spirit is saying here is, you get out of your mind that escaped, you know, cube of a home you put in your mind, burn that down. You are not trapped. You are the Magician. You have the power to manifest anything and everything. And if your sword starts to get run down, pick up this wine and go to work. Whatever you got to do. Even the Magician here is having a little glass of wine, you know. He's using it like, look, I shall not drink a lot. I shall drink just enough. So, he's powerful. And you know what? I don't know why. I'm not trying to be funny, but Spirit is saying this. Spirit is funny. Okay. Spirit is like, it's giving me Mr. Clean vibe. So even Mr. Clean, like Mr. Clean knows how powerful he is. Y'all, some of y'all are walking in y'all power by taking care of yourself and taking care of your home, like to that level. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but it's like, it's giving me Mr. Clean vibes. Some of you guys have been having sleepless, restless nights. And it's like these swords with these almost like bats. It's like, I literally in my vision, thank you, Spirit, I saw, every time I see like something dark flying towards my face, almost like demonic, like that means that something is plaguing you. And that's where the title of this video came from, because a lot of you guys are feeling like that. You're restless because you're worried about finances. You're worried about how this is going to turn out. You're worried what the end is going to be. You're worried about when are you going to be able to go back to work, or how you're going to find work if you're out of work. You're worried. Where is your faith? Where's your faith? You will be supplied for. You will be. You got to have faith. All right. So Spirit is saying that's not it. I got one more round and then we're going to pull some messages. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Somebody who's watching this video, Spirit is saying you lost a mother. This is the first time this has happened where I've had a mediumship come through during a video. You lost a mother. I feel like she's not a woman of color. And there's also a man here. I feel like he has dark hair. He is not of a color. He's Hispanic, I'm feeling like. And the woman is Caucasian. Woman is quiet. But she's just, okay, what are you guys both saying? Oh, wow. I love you. They both just want you to know I love you. Whoever that is for. I'm sorry I can't go into the... Okay, whoever this is really bossy. The woman. Yes, you can. She's saying, yes, you can. I got a message for my daughter. I love you and I see what you're doing for your children. And I'm proud of you. I really want to know who this for. So I really do hope you comment. The mama is bossy. She's like, don't worry about it if she comment. Just send her a message. I'm like, hey, you came in my session, lady. Let's see. Whoever this is, she's very strong-willed. So whoever that's for, you'll know who you are. Please let me know. I want to hear from you. She's saying, I love you and stay true to you. And she has crossed over because I see her in white, whoever this woman is. And who's the man? Hispanic man. I think he's for somebody who I read for earlier this week. He's just coming back through. I know who this is for. This is Melissa. This is your dad coming in. And I know you don't mind me saying your name in the video because there's so many Melissas. But Spirit is saying, Spirit, I'm looking at the cards. Your dad is saying here, I love you, mijita. And you're doing well. And your in-laws love you too. And I'm always with you. And I told you in our session that he was your spirit guide. Wow. That's a selected part was for somebody, you guys, that I read for earlier this week, but he came back through for a purpose. So, both of them are standing. They kind of just want to sit in the session. So they're here. Wow. This is what I saw in my vision, minus the man. For those of you guys who are, oh, wow. Touching my arms. For those of you guys who you're looking at your world like this, for those of you guys who have lost your jobs, you're feeling defeated with the Ten of Swords here. You have given up the ghost. You're like, all is lost. This is what you're feeling. And this is not the truth. This is not the truth. This will not be your end all be all. Stand up, woman and man of faith. Honor yourself. Walk in your power. Get up. Take those swords out. I understand. Spirit is saying, I understand. That's all it's giving me is I understand. It wants you to know here. I get it. But you have gotten up from worse. Get up. I say get up. Some of you guys, and thank you, Spirit, for bringing this back to my remembrance. So it means I have to say it. I didn't mention it from earlier. The Spirit is bringing a card to remind me. If there's somebody that's currently watching my video that is currently in quarantine with a person who was abusive, I don't want you to comment here. You can email me personally and just say you want to book a reading and send me your address. By you sending me your address, I'll know that you need help, and send a phone number, and I will send the proper authorities to your home to get you help. Or if you don't want to speak with me directly, you can also call and order a pizza. They have been set in proper protocols to know when a person's calling in to 911 to order a pizza to know that they're actually being abused. That's just another way for people to ask for help, and for them to not get hurt further. Okay, so they've been properly trained for that. So know that you're not alone, because I'm in my vision whenever I see blood, and I actually saw this person with their almost like their foot on your head. So they have a lot of control over you right now, for whoever this is for. Even if it's not during this quarantine time, whenever you're watching this, if you are being abused, know that those two things still very much apply. Okay. Spirit is saying, for those of you guys who have went through a breakup during this quarantine time, there's going to be coming back around, because when you're in close proximity with a person that you're constantly having to see all the time and deal with, and you haven't had to deal with them, especially if you guys haven't lived under the same household, and somebody's lost their job and you guys are having to come together and make it work with one income, with the savings that you have, it can present some problems. That's because you guys haven't lived together. When you live together, you learn the things that you should have known. You know what I mean? You learn the really small things that irritate you. But Spirit is saying, once you guys get some space, this is going to come back around, and you guys will be able to look at the small things that irritated you. You'll know that it's not just the small things. You'll know because it's the bigger picture of what had been transpiring with the stress on your shoulders of losing a job, with the stress on your shoulders of having to worry about something you don't know what the end is going to be like. So this is not all that. I feel like a lot of relationships that have come apart as a result of the stress that's not solely due to the relationship. So for some of you, there's going to be a coming back around, and Spirit is pointing out signs here, and it's for every single sign. So this is for all signs, okay, with this. So just know that and be hopeful, because some people are going to regret what happened during quarantine once this is over, okay? Now, I'm seeing for some of you guys, there was third party situations going on in your relationship, and Spirit is saying that those are not over. Okay. And there's going to be a divorce. If there haven't already been a divorce for somebody who's waiting on their significant other that's currently in separation with them to get it, they're going to get the divorce. Okay. And you guys are going to go ahead and be together. Woman of vision, whoever this is in this relationship, it's a woman of vision. And the woman with the lighter hair, she ain't paying attention. She fixing her own life up right now. She don't care. She just wait for him to sign the papers. Okay. You need to focus on this man. So let's flip this over. So it's in the reverse, it's past position. You need to focus on this man and not her, because she ain't paying no attention to you. Okay. Pay attention to him. Pay attention to who you want. All right. But make sure he look better than this man in this picture. Okay. But this man, whoever this hit man is, he is very educated. He is very smart. He works in something I want to say with engineering, because for the first time, Spirit is having me focus on this. This man is very enlightened himself. And he's also very, he's doing something in the engineer field. I want to say something with numbers, mathematics, and Spirit is pointing out the wheels here. This man is a hard worker. And so are you, but you're more a woman of vision. You're what he needs. You're more his equal in this. She's a hard worker too, but she can't see like you see. All she focuses on is work. You have work along with the vision, and that could take you a lot further. You need a combination these days. Okay. All right. Did we go? No. Now, for some of you guys are in relationships where you're like day and night. That's what I always get when I get this card. And Spirit is saying there's a little bit of smoke here that is going to need to clear out. So that's just affirming the last card with the Wheel of Fortune. And let it guide you. Talk to Spirit. Because sometimes we get that pride and that ego steps in, and you kind of put your foot in your mouth. You know what I mean? And you need to recompense for those things. So Spirit is just saying here, let me fix it. Let me help. Let me guide you. Let me be your angel. And just ask for help and guidance on what to do with this connection and move forward. Because you love this person, whoever this person is. Okay, Spirit's not saying it's saying it's not done with this card. There is going to be a renewal here, and the light is going to come back on. So it's almost like once this is over, it's going to be like this connection is new. You know, everything's going to brighten up. Everything's going to lighten up and be better. That's beautiful. All this darkness is going to be behind you guys. Okay, Spirit. Spirit really wants to stay with this card. Spirit is saying, woman of faith in this connection. You need to have more faith. You need to pray. You need to give this connection over to Spirit. You need to give this connection over to God, to your highest of your high. Give it over. Depending on your angels. Okay, now Spirit said, now I'm done. Some of you guys need to be careful and watch the red flags in the relationships here. You need to be mindful. Yeah, you're a determined woman, but you feel like, but it's saying here, even if you look over those red flags, but it's warning you to watch the red flags. But even if you already missed them and you have these red flags now as curtains, you're still a woman that's determined, but be watchful so you don't get hurt. But you're strong-willed. Whoever this is for, you are very strong-willed. I'm feeling like this woman is kind of like, because it usually tells me this is somebody who's not a woman of color. I want to say you're probably Hispanic, you're probably Caucasian, one of those, and this woman is strong. Whoever this is speaking to right now, if you feel drawn to this card, this particular card is for you. You're strong no matter what. Actually, I feel like this is for somebody who I read for earlier in this week. Spirit is speaking to you, and you know who you are. This will speak to many, but I feel like this is speaking to this particular woman at this right now today. You're stronger than you think. Spirit is just telling you this to reaffirm you. You got this. Solo, dolo, or with somebody, you're strong enough by yourself. And you are rich in more things than just money. You're rich in spirit. You're rich in strength. You're powerful here, woman of vision. You are powerful. For those of you guys who have been feeling like you're alone, and this is for my men, whoever's watching this, for my men, you men of purpose. When you were feeling like this before, but I feel like it's both ways. Spirit is saying, for those of you guys who are feeling like this or were feeling like this, start walking in your purpose. Start to pray. Start to give these things over. Okay. And you're not alone. For those of you guys, for those of you men who are wanting a relationship, you're wanting a woman to be your equal, to be your match, to be what it is you're seeking. Somebody actually, this is for you, person who reached out to me earlier this week. I want you to know that yes, you can have everything that you want and that you're asking. This is for anybody, any man, any woman who's watching that desires a particular thing. Yes, you can have what it is you're desiring if it's in line with your highest good. Spirit is never going to want you to be with somebody who spitefully uses you, who disrespects you, who hurts you, who wounds you, who puts you second, who has you. There's no such thing as a you're my second best, you're my choice. No, you're my it, you're my one is what you want. Some of you guys have realized this, and some of you guys who have yet to realize this. But either way, up or down, Spirit is saying to have faith. Spirit is reminding everybody, I don't feel like there's a text attached to this card. You see all this pollution in back of her. Spirit is saying, armor up. Yeah, there are some counties that are requiring you to now have a mask on your face. So Spirit is saying, go ahead, put that mask on, armor yourself up, follow the necessary rules that they're setting forth with this stuff. But this pollution is going to slowly but surely clear. There has been improvement, as I stated in the last video, and I said it would be coming in the weeks, and it did. We're seeing some countries completely not have any issues, like China. They have no more cases and things like that they're reporting. And like I say, allegedly, because you guys already know what I believe through Spirit. You guys already know what I believe. This is just a strand that has been around for a very long time, and the proof is in the pudding. Okay, and I don't have any Somebody I have to answer to but God, but Spirit, you know what I mean? So I don't have to really edit my words. That's what I believe and that's what I feel. So strongly. So Spirit is saying it's clearing this pollution, okay? Spirit is going to be sending some of you guys messages this week. Don't miss them. Don't miss them. For those of you guys who are worried in particular, this particular video is being sent to you as a word of encouragement, as well as you're going to be getting some from a girlfriend. You're going to be getting some from your guy friends, that you're reaching out to via telephone, because this is a beautiful thing, guys. You're able to still reach out. You're able to still see. Whereas there was a time back in, that's what Spirit has given me here, in war times, where these kind of telegrams were sent, they took days to get to you. You think you hurt now because you can't be in somebody's physical presence. Imagine living back in the days of our ancestors of old times where there was no telephone. Imagine that. Be grateful that you have running water. Be grateful that you have food to overindulge in. That ice cream, somebody eating cookies and cream ice cream, that ice cream that you're eating, be thankful here. Be grateful here. And don't miss your messages. Have faith, I say. All right. Spirit must have had me lift this out because it's not done with this card. There are some of you guys who are dealing with twins, this eternal kind of love. And Spirit is saying that for some of you guys, you're not understanding why you're not seeing union in this lifetime. And that's actually what my video either before this or after this is going to be talking about. It's the truth about this connection. But some of you guys have been giving too much to somebody. You've been helping this lion recover and recuperate from the pain that they were going through. And Spirit is saying that you're losing so much of yourself. Some of you guys are just in relationships, period, and you're giving too much. Those scales need to be balanced. And if they're not balanced, if the person not bringing you down the moon and the stars, then that person is not for you. Period. This has to be an equal give and take. You're giving so much here, you're depleted. Is what Spirit is saying. Okay. So if you have to ask yourself, after you've done all of the work on this person, after you've played doctor, after you fixed him and healed them, this has been a lot of people's story, women and men. You fixed them and healed them and made them feel better about themselves if they don't run off. Don't go and get somebody who is broken. Get somebody who is already healed. You do not have to be a hospital for people. Spirit is saying here. It's time out for that. And Spirit is actually allowing people to come across your path, empaths that are narcissistic, to teach you that lesson. They're here to actually balance the scales. Because there's no, those, it's sad, I hate to say it, because empaths draw narcissists. Nobody better to teach you a lesson than a narc. You don't want to get in the stasis of this to where you're losing yourself or you feel depleted. Okay? You're not a hospital for women. You're not a hospital for men. You don't have to fix somebody before they give you what you need, period. All right, so I'm getting to the messages here, you guys. So Spirit is just saying here with your angel cards, just like I said during the reading, it's just confirmation for you guys to ask with this card. Ask us to help you in this situation, and we will immediately go to work on your behalf. We're governed by many universal laws, and among them is the free will that allows you to make your own choices and decisions. So we patiently await your request. For some of you guys who have been worrying, for some of you guys who have been wondering and waiting, Spirit is just asking you to ask. Literally release us to do your work. Release us if you're needing extra money to pay your rent, if you're needing extra money to pay a bill, if you're needing food. Literally just ask here. Ask and watch Spirit go to work. And I want to hear some praise reports from you guys in the comment section below. For those of you guys who start asking, I want you to see when you only ask, what will happen. Now is the perfect moment for you to act on your inspirations. The doors are open while you walk through them with us by your side. Don't delay or procrastinate, as all of the ingredients are right for your success. Everything and everyone is on your side, supporting your positive outcome. So for those of you guys who actually, sometimes things happen to push us towards our purpose. For some of you guys who really didn't want to work the jobs you were working anyway, Spirit is calling you forth to walk in your practice. And what I mean by that is some of you guys, for those of you who are artists, for those of you guys who are authors, for those of you guys who want to sing for a living, you want to do what you love. This is the perfect time to start honing that craft. Speaking of that, and this is the perfect time to answer this question. Somebody asked me on the community tab, and this is not going to be my full Q&A, of course, and I'm still in the messages. But how do you hone your gift that Spirit has given you, or further it? Wake it up. Meditation. Meditation is key to opening that, and just ask your spirit guides. Tell them you're ready to communicate with them. You know, if you've been seeing synchronicities, 1111, 333, 444, that's Spirit talking to you. That means you're ready. So just tell Spirit to send you down the path, okay? But now's the perfect time is what Spirit is saying. So for those of you guys who want to wake up your gifts, or even further your gifts in all things, be it being a psychic, be it, psychic prophetess, be it being, doing anything, let it be Spirit led, because that's the best way to go, because that's what's going to get you the further, because you'll have vision. You're in your purpose. Yeah. Okay. And it's going to turn out positive. All right. With the 8 of Summer here, the desire for a more meaningful life. This is confirmation of what I just said. Realizing that it's time to move on, choosing to make major life changes. Didn't I just say that, y'all? Spirit is saying some of you guys want more from your life. And because you want more for your life, you're going to create a new world here. This world it's needing to disappear. This reset that was, brought into play with deception is going to have it's going to actually turn out for the greater purpose, for a greater purpose. And Spirit gave that to me a while ago. I'm glad I just remember this thing that was set in motion to plague us, to frustrate us, to worry us, is actually going to move in a lot of you guys' favor, because there's going to be some businesses opening here. And I'll give that as a prediction. There are going to be some businesses opening. They're going to be self-ran. They're going to self-proclaim people that are actually walking in their purpose, which is the way it should have been in the beginning anyway. 3 of Winter. Reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from this situation. Sadness that will heal in time. We are going to heal as a nation. We're going to heal as a people. You are going to heal. Reach out right now while you can for comfort and love. And people who are watching this, we're part of the collective. So we are to be there for each other. Yeah. Support each other, love on one another, and know that you're not alone. Even if you feel like you're not attached to a family, know that you in this collective, you are family. You on my channel, we're family. You know what I mean? This is a family. And I haven't yet decided what we're going to call. You guys give me some ideas of what we should call if it's a queendom or a kingdom. I don't know how you bring those two together I want it to be something different. So, but reach out to others for comfort and love. You will grow stronger from the situation. So this sadness is going to heal, you guys. We're going to heal. We're going to heal. It'll take time. Things this big that have been called into order, they have a large effect and an impact on many people, and understandably so, because it impacts lives, but reach out to your fellow man. And I'm even encourage some of you guys, I set this on as a predictive thing to, on Facebook. Some of you guys are going to be hearing from people that you ain't heard from in eons, just checking on you. And now some of you guys need to be that person for some people. Somebody needs you right now. So start reaching out here. Okay. Head thrower. Receptivity. Allow yourself to receive. This will increase your intuition, energy, and ability to give to others. The Spirit is right here is what it's saying with this, and this is for my empaths. You need to balance the scales here. As much as you give out, make sure you're being given back into the abundance of you. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, that's why a part of why Spirit had me away from here for a little bit, because while it was doing that transformative thing in me and waking up some gifts in me that I didn't even know, I'm like, okay, well, I wish I would have, sent me a download, some information, send me an email or something, to let me know that you guys were doing something. But Spirit was saying you're giving a lot. And there's a lot of things that go on behind the scenes. As you guys know, for any YouTuber, no matter what channel you do, you're going to get a lot that you guys don't see. So Spirit was doing a healing. It was doing some transformation. And then I was just, repurposing some things. So, you need to allow yourself, in everything you do, there needs to be balance. And one thing about me is I go, I work, like many of us, So Spirit is saying with this, you need to have balance. With everything that you're giving, make sure that you're getting in return. The abundance is being given unto you, yeah? People you're helping, realize you can say no here. You get to say no. They ain't gonna die without you. And you'll find that people respect you when you learn how to say no, okay? And this is just confirmation. Wow, I can't make this up. Balance. Take everyone's input into consideration. Merge viewpoints to create a better solution. Take your time. There's no need to rush. What's standing out here for me with this is balance of what I just said here. In all things that you do, make sure that there's a balance. Yeah, you can take everybody's, opinions into consideration, but make sure you're honoring yourself. Create the best solution with what you're given. Like, for example, like I always say, eat the fish and leave the bones. Even with a reading that you go get. I mean, when you do one-on-ones with me, everything is for you. But even when you come across a channel like this where you're watching, you eat the fish and leave bones, but you make sure you watch so you can retrieve the information, because you never know when you might need something at a later date, right? But you take those parts that you really need at that moment. You feed on that. You grow from it. Thank you, Spirit. It's confirmation. Stop worrying. Like I said here, stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. You see the sunshine card? That's what our world is going to look like when this is done. Stop worrying. Everything's going to be fine. Some of you guys need to dance. You need to sing. You need to do what you love to re-energize yourself, to raise your vibration. Meditation, that's one of the biggest medicines that I always prescribe. Meditation, because so much clarity comes through that. So much healing comes through that. So many visions come through that. Some of you guys have even hit me up and let me know you guys are seeing visions in your meditation now. You're being woke up. That's why. But either way it goes, please stop worrying. Do what you must to stop worrying. If you got food in your house to survive, you got a roof over your head, you got hot water and water, you know what I mean? You ain't got to go down to no. That's what Spirit is showing me right now. Like, you don't have to go down to no well and get your water and heat it up. Look, be grateful for the small things. Take advantage of the small things and be grateful of the small things Spirit has given us here. Now, I pulled the love cards because we talked about some relationship in there. So, pull from the love as oracle and see what the messages are. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you. When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. You guys, this is beautiful. This is Spirit's confirming to us this stuff that we worry about. These bills we got to pay. We always going to owe somebody. You always going to have to, it feel like we always got to rob Peter to pay Paul. It's always going to be something. But just understand these things that Spirit is allowing us to experience right now, being home with one another. That's what you're going to remember. When your children grow up, they're going to remember this time as a happy time. My dad was home. I only got to see my dad before I went to sleep, or I didn't see him at all. It's what, some kids probably would say before this happened. And vice versa with a hardworking mom who's not in the home, who's playing both roles, and vice versa, whatever the case may be. But what it's saying, either way, it's saying that when you pass from this world, you take nothing but your soul and your memories. So cherish these memories. Don't look at it as, it's not a death sentence. It's not a jail sentence either. It's time. Some of you guys are so used to being busy, you don't even know how to relax no more. And I know that's for a lot of people. So Spirit is just saying, cherish this. Huh? I ain't going to pound on y'all too much, but that's what Spirit is saying. If you could do anything, let me show you a picture. Just some lovely pictures on these cards. If you could do anything, what would it be? The answer dwells in your heart, not in your mind. For the heart is the gateway to the soul. That's just confirming what I said. Spirit is allowing some of you guys to step out on faith and step into what you want, into your businesses. Because the more people we have doing what they love and vibrating high, the happier the world will have. Honor your soul. Honor you. Be so, I feel like, let it be so innocent. It's almost like you bear your soul in nakedness. Be honest with who you really want to be, what you want to really bring to this world. And you know what? The most courageous thing you can do is be yourself in a world full of imitators. It's a whole bunch of people out here trying to be somebody else, trying to be the best next version of somebody else when they can just be the best version of themselves. Go get naked to yourself. I'm not saying literally, y'all. No, what you do in private is none of my business. But I'm saying go get naked for your purpose. Be honest with yourself here. And I see this woman in a period of rest. Meditation is going to be important for those of you guys who want to form your vision, so that Spirit can send you downloads of what exactly to do. Everything that I've done, just to give you guys an example, just use me, has been Spirit guided. And I wouldn't, everything that I've done has been Spirit guided. And even when I, was pounded on, I still trusted God. I still trusted Spirit to affirm me, and it always came through. It's going to be the same thing with you here. Same thing. You need to have that kind of faith. Unshakable. 3 of Raphael. Reasons to celebrate. A community of friends. Happy announcements regarding relationships or children. There have been and will be more babies being born during this time. Some of y'all ain't practicing distancing, and you shouldn't. You home with your significant other. Do what you will. There's be some babies born. Some announcements from this. A whole lot of things regarding relationships and friendships and coming together. Families that were apart or were having issues. I'm giving it to you guys as a prediction. And I want to hear from you guys, these predictions coming to pass. Some of you guys who have been having problems with siblings, or, there's been a wedge between you for years. You guys are going to come together and celebrate life and put this mess behind you. Something that was so small. Sometimes we get so mad at somebody and we forgot what we're mad at. We've been mad for so long. We just want to be mad. Holding grudges don't do nothing, but it's like you drinking poison and waiting for that person to die. It ain't going to happen. Let it go. All right. Lastly, here with the 10 of Ariel, and then we're going to get into the last part of this video. There is so very much to be grateful for. Financial success and the promise of retirement. A rich and rewarding family life. You see this world? This is a world that we're striving for. There's so much to be grateful for here right now. And this is what I feel like is going to come about. There's going to be a lot more coming together, a lot more appreciation of friendship. The small things like being outside a cafe and being able to have a tea with your friend and sit closely to them while your kids play in the background, being able to travel, to where you wouldn't before. You're going to want to travel even more now. Yeah. I feel like this is going to give me like a Paris kind of feel. Some of you guys are going to go ahead and do it. It's going to make you more adventurous because you've been feeling so stuck for so long. You're going to bust out and bust into some things that you should have been doing a long time ago. All right, guys. So that's it. That's the reading for the collective. This is timeless in many ways because it's going to be for whoever clicks on the video, whenever they click on it. But it's also going to be for now, for the coming week and the coming months, Spirit is saying. Okay. Now, before I leave here, I have to say thank you to those of you guys who have clicked on my videos, who have taken the time to comment, even those of you guys, and I really want to hear from you guys. Your voice means a lot to me, and that's you're receiving energy from me whenever you click on these videos. So like I said, so those of you guys who have been asking if you want to donate, just click in the links below so we can keep the channel going, keep it growing, for even just prayers sent my way. You know, anything you can think of, you know, and a comment means a lot to me, like I said. So with that, as a thank you and a token of my appreciation, we have reached, I said when we reach 2,000 subscribers, I would do a giveaway. Now, I always say, I know that people who come across my channel are women and men of purpose. You guys are part of the collective. You guys are part of the people who are being woken up. And even if you feel like you're not a part of the collective, you're a person of faith, period. So I want to help somebody start their journey. I want to give you your first deck of cards. As you guys know, you know, Queen doesn't read in the traditional sense of cards. I never read pamphlets and stuff. But if you feel like you are meant to be a reader during this current time and you're ready to start walking in your gift, I want to give you a couple things. There's also some things that I don't have up here that I'm going to be including. I'm going to send you a spiritual package to start you off on your journey. So I'm going to show you guys a couple things I'm going to be sending to the winner, and I'll tell you how to enter here in a second. So I'm going to send you your first deck of cards, and these are beautiful, never been used. They are the Rider-Waite Tarot, but they have been reimagined, refashioned. They do come with a pamphlet. I never ever used them. I don't know why I felt drawn to them, and now I know why. Because Spirit had it, because I was supposed to be, Spirit gave it to me because I'm supposed to be blessing the life of another person. So that's what I'm going to give back to you guys. So this is one of the cards. Look how beautiful this is. So this is the Rider-Waite. This is the Three of Pentacles in a traditional sense. And like I said, if you're a reader that wants to learn how to do tarot in the traditional sense, or even if you just want to just let Spirit guide you, either way it goes, if you're on my channel and you want to be entered into the giveaway, I'm going to get into it in a second how you can do that, okay? Because I'm going to show you guys the other thing I'm going to be giving away. I'm giving away this deck. So this traditional Rider-Waite Tarot reimagined by A.E. Waite, I want to say. A.E. Waite Tarot. It's beautiful. So you'll be getting this from me. And you'll also be getting some energy cards, energy oracle cards. These are, I think they're really good for a beginner because they're simplified. They just tell you what the energy is. The energy oracles are designed to reveal both the present energy you project and the results you are likely to attract. The unlimited power of your own consciousness. And you can even download the pamphlet here. So I'm going to be giving you guys this. Let me show you guys one of the cards. And you guys, Spirit will give context to these. Or you can learn. See how simple they are? Because they say whatever it is that's going on the card. Okay. So if you want these two decks to start, woman or man of vision, that you feel like you're called to do this and you want to get started, what I need you to do is a few things. Number one, I need you to comment down below, not just enter me. No, we're not doing those kind of comments. Not just enter me, but also I want you to comment on what part of the video stood out to you. I also want you to like this video, and I also want you to share it. And that's it. In addition to that, like I said, depending upon who wins, I'll be sending this along with a couple of other items that from me as well. Okay. All right. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Blessings to you. Stay encouraged, have faith, and know that this too shall pass. I say.